guys, this is Ellie from HypnoU with your October 8 weekly forecast for all the signs. If you would like a private reading with me, do use the link below, or hypnosis to facilitate private permanent change, use the link below. So this week there's going to be some really good results after a rocky start or a troublesome time. There is some really good news coming up from what looked like it was soaring down. So also for people that thought that they were holding their breath for the outcome of something, you'll see that things do come together. There is some joyous exclamation on a world scale to do with, the things are happier now, that things are now going to be moving towards a happier, more joyful future. So this is also about there's something to do with the UN, and a settlement is reached after a lot of back and forth negotiations there as well. I'm seeing Japan for some reason. I don't know if they're changing something that makes it better for families or for couples. There's some kind of change there which has had a lot of restriction, which is going to bring about a lot more joy in the family sense. We do have the Ten of Cups in your finances, so yes, you will be approved, yes, you will get the job. What you've been hanging out for in a financial way, you'll find that even though it has been a difficult time to get you here today, that there is something to celebrate. There is good news on the horizon. This is about having a win. There's abundance of finances coming through, coming to cross. If you've been waiting on finances for a fee, or finances that you've been, oh, where am I going to get that money from? I've applied for this, I've applied for that, I'm hanging out, and you will get the funds there that you need. As a group and in corporations, this is a fly-in moment where someone comes in to save the company. So, takeover bid, a merger, and it's more got the feeling of if this closes, jobs will be lost. So this is like the second coming. This is coming in to save that. Again, when we're talking about families, for some of you, this is I have got a promotion, so I'm going to be earning more money that I can bring it in the family home. For others, this is I have got the contract, I have got the money to be able to buy the home. For others, this is the family have pulled their resources and they've been able to get themselves out of that debt that there was an issue with. Page of Pentacles in our home is saying that there is an offer. So maybe this is, I've got the money and I'm putting in an offer for a home. Now, for some of you in that specific scenario, you might have had someone wanting to buy the home, or you wanting to buy the home, and it was taken off, or it wasn't accepted for whatever reason, and now it's come back in, and now there's a second chance with that. This is also about finances succeeding. So again, there is the money there. We have got that money now, and that is more money to come into the family unit. This is also putting money into the grassroots, into the family. This can also be an offer coming down to pay what you own, what you owe, and your debts, and getting those finances sorted. There is the idea of travel here as well. Maybe someone's offered to fly you out, or that they are coming to see you, and this is also about excitement, good news about an addition in the family. At our health, we do have the Four of Wands. This looks like there is a happy moment, again, happy addition. So maybe this is something that you've been trying for a while, and you now have this good news. For others, this is, I got those great results and firm foundations for me to continue on with. So this has got more of, I have got these good results now, but there's more momentum after that as well. There's also celebration here as well. So if this is anything to do with hereditary, anything to do with the ovaries, kidneys, that area of your body, there is some good news there. If it's about a hereditary illness, or there's a procedure, or there's a pill, or there's something that you can, there's been so much advancement in health now that you're able to change the outcome what others have had before in your family, and now that you're able to be able to regulate it. Also, as I said, that I feel like that in the world sphere, that there is some really promising breakthroughs to do with health, and it's about the inherited gene. It's definitely to do with DNA. We've found the mutation point. We've found where this is making the change. We've isolated it to this point, we have been working on this, this breakthrough to do with genetics of some sort. So we're able to now put that to one side. We know where we're going with that. With our love, we do have the High Priestess. So this is, we're having, for some of you, we are having important discussions about our future, about our family, whether we are going to have children, or if you do have children, what is their future going to look like? So, whatever this finances is, whatever this offer is, we are now looking at our future. This is a decision about what is going to go forward between our coupling. Where are we going to put our money in and our investments? Where are we going to put our attention into growing? What is going to be there? Now, for some of you, this is unspoken words, the elephant in the room, that this really needs to have a discussion, but it hasn't happened. This may be brought about with information provided, whether that be by voice, email, text, or letter, that starts the conversation down that route. For others, this is, I'm deciding, and there's a Capricorn around this as well, I'm deciding, am I going to invite the family for, am I going to invite my partner into my family with this good news? Do we keep it a secret? Do I wait? There's some sort of announcement, some sort of family issue, and you're deciding, well, should I bring in the rest of the family, or should we enjoy our honeymoon experience together and keep it quiet for a little while longer? For those that are settled couples, you are committing further into your relationship. If you're already married, then what you're doing is you're putting money into the next phase. So what are we going to do after we retire? We've got our money put aside for our kids, and for those that have already had children leave or don't have children, then we've settled that, and we've worked hard all our lives. So now we're making the decision on the next step of our lives together. Where are we spending retirement? Do we want to travel? Do we want to sell up our house and downgrade? Is that where this is working for you? Because I do feel like when it comes to a house and an offer, it's the second one. So there was some drama there, and now things are okay. So your Adoring Virtue messages from the angels this week is, caution. And I feel like this is about, you want to keep it a secret. So if we're looking at the health, perhaps we were wanting to have IVF, perhaps we were wanting to have a child, but we didn't have the money, and now we have, maybe a family member's given it, maybe you got the insurance to cover it, maybe the finances have come in somewhere. These two cards and this card here is about a family edition. So, again, that question of, do we share? Do we tell others? Do we live in this little bubble for a little while? And Bridget says, just have caution, just allow yourself, that time, that enjoyment just between yous two. Now, the other way the caution comes in is about that need to rush, that need to push, where there has been this stormy time, this uncertainty, this instability, and now you find that the wealth is there, the funds are there, the agreement has been reached, and we're all happy with that, whether that be world scale or in our domestic lives. That don't back down, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, just hang in there for a little bit, because you'll be happy with those results. Serena says there is abundance. So this is the happy ever after card. This is the this is the dreams come true card. card. This is the happy ever after card. So we do have abundance. This is also luxury as well. So we have abundance this week in finances. So for some of you, this is okay, I've got the money that I needed for the home or for the family. And, you know, we're all feeling joyous and love is abundantly flowing at the moment. Chantel says that this is a second go. So if this is talking about finances, we're giving a second go. If this is about a love, and I'm going to point this out in a certain area first, this is divorces. We were going to divorce, but now we're not going to divorce. For others, this is exes coming in, coming back. And then for others, this is new love, reignited, a new love is imminent, and be open to giving and receiving love. So that's what I was saying before, you know, is it time to meet our family, or are we going to wait a little bit longer? So be kind to you and those you love, and I shall see you next week.